What's up, everybody? This is Yeeflex here, and this is the behind the scenes video for my collab with Maisong called Reaching Halo. So, sorry if the audio is a little harsh for me talking through this microphone. This is the first time I'm doing one of these behind the scenes videos, so bear with me. I'm not sure how well the audio comes out, so you might need to adjust your volume from time to time. But, yeah, so. This is my first completed collab with Maisong. Very happy that this song was completed, and we just released it today. And I'm really happy with all the promotion that the song has been getting. Um, when we were planning to release this song, Maisong planned to have promotion through Argo Fox, so I was expecting a little bit of promotion, but I was pretty happy. But when I saw X Keto Music and Experience Music on YouTube also promote the song, I was ecstatic because I didn't realize X Keto Music was such a big promotion company. And it's great for Maisong and I to actually have a song there because we both get our names out there, so more people will know who we are essentially. But yeah, no, I'm really kind of happy today. So yeah, bear with my happiness. But so this is Reaching Halo, as you heard from the beginning. So a little background on this track. So I contacted Maisong back in December, and I just asked him what plugin he used, and if he ever wanted to collab. And he said he'd be down, or he didn't really say he'd be down. He just said, "Sure, just send me ideas," or "Just send me ideas." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I sent him a couple ideas, and we tried working off of them, but we couldn't really find a middle ground for those. So he sent while we were working on like one of the older projects that I sent him. He sent me this project called Project, as you can see here, called Project 1_1312 blah blah blah. And initially, this is what I heard. This is the very first. What is it? This is the very first part of. Very first time. Sorry, can't think. Get ready for that drop. Oh yeah, I love this drop. Yeah, so he just sent me the file up to there, and actually these parts right here, I expanded them. So when he sent me the first part, I was like, oh, this is really awesome, and I was like, dude, we can work off of this, because he was saying that like, oh, maybe if I you might get some inspiration, I can finish the song I started. I was like, dude, this song is awesome. You could honestly release this by yourself. I don't know why you need me to collab with you, but dude, this is like a hit song. But yeah, so that is the first bit, and he sent me the MIDI, and I plugged the MIDI into one of my favorite synths, an Ableton 8. As you can tell, I'm using Ableton Live 8. I have 9, but I made this in 8, and it's called the Electric Screamer amped. I call it the pack because that's the sound I use in the pack. But this is the sound I used, and you can check out the MIDI here. This is all the MIDI for Reaching Halo, basically what we used, and this is what I made out of it, just with with the MIDI he gave me. Put a filter on it just to like kind of imitate what he was doing. Let's skip ahead. So that was the initial intro. But yeah, so that was the initial intro, and this was my initial after like the break, or after the when the drop hits. When I first heard the song, I knew it needed a choir, because if any of you Yeeflexers know me, I love choir in my songs. Like I love choirs. So I knew it needed a choir, but I know Maizong put it at the end or in the beginning, and partially here, but it's not as loud. But this is what it sounds like right before the drop. How I created it. Yeah, I forgot. I also added another part to it. Forgot because I didn't use this part. That it was with these Nexus leads that we kind of got the inspiration for the part that you hear, like the doo 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 blah blah blah. But this is where the inspiration came from. And sorry if you guys. If I kind of go in and out, I have to talk really close to my microphone. Kind of forget. But yeah, this is what it initially sounded like. Yeah, so it sounded like that on my end. And if I didn't mention already, I feel bad for not mentioning it earlier. Actually, Maizong actually mixed down all the stuff in FL Studio. So I mean, it's. I mean, if you have any other questions like about the mix down and stuff, ask him. I mean, I can mix down. I couldn't mix down this track, but we couldn't really work off of like one file because he's FL and I use Ableton. So we both decided that he should hold the master file. So I thought that would, we thought that was best. And to be honest, I kind of think so too, because he's got some cooler plugins. But I didn't want to switch to FL11 just for this project. I'm a true Ableton believer. Although FL11 three times OS, that thing's awesome. But yeah. So that was that part. And after I sent him this MIDI, he changed this part. But if you didn't realize when you listened to Reaching Halo that this screamer part right here, this part is actually in the drop, both drops. Yeah, it's hard to hear because he EQ'd it in the low end. But if you listen closely, you can hear that kind of dirty distortion on the bottom, and that's what I feel gives it a little more drive. The dirty distortion, like this electric screamer, it kind of imitates electric guitar for me, and I love metal, or I did love metal. I mean, I still do, but I don't listen to metal as much anymore. And yeah, so that was that part. Then we made the first drop, and then Maizong and I were kind of stuck, or he was majorly stuck because he couldn't think of anything in the break. And I actually thought up of something for the break. It was kind of random, but this is what it was. It was like a choir. Oh, sorry for the glitch. So let's look at this for the thing. So it starts out with the choir. And then he sent me this droppy thingy made in silent. Oh. Well, That's a little off. Let me go fix that. Didn't realize it was off, but whoops. Probably should have switched it first. Aye. Yeah, so it was like this. Actually didn't have this part. And that was the part, and that's what it was. And after that, I sent him the MIDI for the. I think I sent him the MIDI for the choir again. I'm not exactly sure, but I know after from that point, like as you hear in the breakdown, like it's not the full silent thing because towards the end of making the song, he gave me the MIDI for the middle part, and I said that the electric screamer would sound better with the for the break. So so what you hear now is the electric screamer. Let me amp this up a little bit. So this is what you hear coincide, I think. Not the exact chorus, and it's filtered, of course. It's not mixed down right now, but you get the initial idea of that. And so that was the middle part, and so this is the end part. This is the part that I made on my own. So this part is kind of interesting because it actually ends with the electric screamer again. But my initial ending was a little different than the one that I guess we kind of executed. Um, I made it more like this with like a different like drum hit, like after it ends around here. Yeah, and there's supposed to be this ding here. But yeah, that was initially the ending I kind of wrote up or kind of messed around with the MIDI with, but I kind of forgot to send him the MIDI and sent him the file of this, and he got the initial idea. And when I heard that he put like I guess the main loop or whatever into the ending, it kind of grew on me, and I like that more. And now that I listen back on this, kind of like the outro we have now, kind of like simple and to the point. But yeah, so this is basically my part of reaching Halo. I mean, if you want the full song, you're gonna have to ask Maizong for like maybe behind the scenes or recording of like this. But this is basically what I did, and I mean, you might not think it's much, but the core elements like the choir is basically what gave Reaching Halo its name because I showed the song to my friend and he actually came up. He kind of gave me the idea of the song name because I let him listen to it while I was in its early stages, the song, and he's like, "Dude, this sounds like a song from Halo." And that got me thinking. I was like, "Song from Halo." I don't remember Halo that much because the last one I played was, uh, I think ODST, but I don't remember how long that was. But I was like, "Oh man." Then I listened to it with a different ear and different mindset, and I realized the song really sounds like Halo because of the choir I added from that I added, and it gave this kind of drive. It gave this kind of different vibe of the song. Let's say vibe. Yeah, I gave a different vibe of the song because it's more like it's like my best description for this song is like imagine Master Chief is trying to obtain, I believe Halo's a weapon. I don't really remember, but the weapon Halo, and Bungie or whoever makes Halo now, they're out of the loop for a little bit, but whoever makes Halo now decided that Halo should have like a house song or like an inspirational song for Master Chief going to get Halo, and you have like a bunch of compilations of Halo cutscenes and stuff, and you can play the song in between until like Master Chief starts at the bottom and then gets to the top where Halo is, or obtains Halo, and it's like, dang, dude, I got it, and yeah, no, this, yeah, so that's where that inspiration came from. The title "Reaching Halo" that kind of came from Halo Reach. I didn't want to call it Halo Reach because I knew that was the game already, and I looked on Spotify, I think, for all the Halo titles because I was just gonna call this Halo, but I realized that there are probably like a million other songs or a dozen other songs called Halo. So I looked up Reach Halo, and there was another song called that, and I was thinking, why not call it Reaching Halo? Because that sounds cool, like Master Chief reaching Halo. I looked that up. There was no song called Reaching Halo, so I was like, sweet. I can have a new name, original name, original new. Has a funny kind of story to it, like reaching Halo. Like, what the heck? And and it refers back to the game Halo. So yeah. Um, I didn't get to talk about the choir a little bit for some time. So the choir is actually really cool. The the first layer of the choir is made in Contact. If you guys don't know Contact, it's from Native Instruments, and this thing is so godly. I mean, I love this choir. I mean, I just got this pretty recently, and ever since, I mean, the first time I opened it, I went to the factory library, and the first thing that opened up was the choir. And like initially, I heard something like this. I mean, not the chords, but like, yeah, I heard that, and then I was in love with that. But I always wanted to use the choirs from Nexus, and I found this choir in Nexus. It's called it's in the voice section called VO Symphonics Choir, and I love it. It's kind of a goofy choir. Like you can tell it's kind of fake, but I like it for the lower end of the choir because you got like the live-ish live end for Contact because Contact's like a more live plugin. And you got the kind of synthetic choir going on. But yeah, so the choir to me is pretty much what made this track like Halo. I mean, I guess the screamer can sound like the kind of switch ups they do in the Halo music. Like I listened to, I think, Halo Reach music recently while I was making the song just to see if this compares. And I know the choirs do, but also it's like a choir beginning, and then it kind of suddenly switches to like heavy guitar sometimes. So I feel like the song has a nice balance. But yeah, these choirs, they really make a difference for. determining if it was a Halo track or not, and it makes the track so much bigger and richer. But yeah. So yeah, this is the MIDI for the choir. This is the MIDI for the yeah, this for the screamer. Man, the screamer is so nice from Ableton. Like, if you guys didn't know that already. I mean, it's a little hard to deal with, but sometimes because the levels are kind of weird. But yeah, it's a nice plugin. It's a nice in-house plugin. I'm not sure if there's anything else. I mean, I guess you guys can see like all the files that I've compiled from all of our different bounces. Like the first bounce here is the project. The second one was this one. Yeah, this is the second bounce. Basically covered up to about bar 49. And this is the third bounce. Introduces more of the introduces the silent line. Sorry guys, I can't really speak right now. Kind of in this weird zone or something, but yeah. Oh, oops, actually, this is the one before the silent thing. Whoops, kinda wrong there, but, yeah, so I think this was the, kinda silent loop, I think? I'm not sure. Oh. Oh yeah, this is the silent loop you said. Alright, yeah, that was the silent loop. That's, yeah. If you guys want to know anything about Maezong, most of his music's kind of made in silent. So, I wish I had silent, but, this version of Ableton is, not sweet. It's the basic version, so I didn't have operator, and I don't have the money to buy silent. I tried downloading it. For some reason it didn't work. So, I've been working with a lot of free plugins and a lot of in-house Ableton plugins. That's why I use a lot of them. And I know a lot of people, they use DAWs like Ableton, FL, and stuff, but initially they just use Massive, FM8, and Nexus, and Silent. But I mean, a lot of artists use Massive and FM8, and that's pretty much all they use. I'm like, dang. The DAWs have some pretty nice plugins in them, but I guess people don't want to really explore. I don't know, maybe it could just be my opinion, but yeah. So this is the third bounce. So yeah, that was third bounce. The transition after the first chorus was different into the break. When I first heard that, I loved the transition. I thought it was really cool. But I know Maezong didn't like it, so he ended up changing it to this in the transition you hear now with the snare that hits like bah and then bah again right before the transition. So like this. Just yeah, let me put. Yeah, that's basically it. It's like this. Yeah, he had that reverb snare, but yeah. So this was the this was the break before I asked him to put in the screamer. To me, it sounded kind of plain. To me, that sounds kind of plain. I mean, if you didn't hear me the first time say that, but yeah, to me that sounded kind of plain, and I think this is the final one. I think this is the final one where he added everything in. Compared to that, yeah, that part right there is the silent part. It's kind of like the one in the chorus. I think it might be a little different, or it might be the same. Can't really tell. But yeah, I think that's everything that I have in Ableton. Um, as I said before, early in the video, if you have any questions, you could ask Maezong. Feel free to ask him. But yeah, I hope this gives a better insight for um, how I collabed on the song. Why isn't? Oh wait, there's nothing on there. But yeah, it really gives you some insight and gives you some insight on my sound. My sound, I'm gonna be using the electric screamer a lot. Like, I kind of claim that as my sound. I mean, it's bad to claim a sound, but I claim that I kind of claim the sound. Like I use it in all my songs now. I mean, it's bad to stick to one thing, but I really love the sound. I mean, oh, I love the sound and I love Contact. So like my weird dance music's always gonna have that shredding electric screamer distortion with a nice happy choir. It's kind of a weird combo, but it works. But yeah, so I hope I gave you guys a better visualization of what happens when I guess two artists collab because I don't see a lot of behind the scenes videos for artists that actually collab with each other. Um, they show like I know like FM in the studio or future music in the studio. Like they show like Cassette, Avicii, Nicki Romero, all the big guys, and they show like their most popular songs. But there's not many like other artists that show off what they do, like collabing wise. Maybe because they can't show it or they're signed to a label, so they can't do it or something. There's some legal issues there, but since this is royalty free CC, I mean, might as well, right? So yeah, uh, yeah. So this is reaching Halo. This is my well longer behind the scenes video than I expected it to be, but this is my behind the scenes video. Sorry to put you through like half an hour of randomness, but that's this video. Yeah. So if you have any more questions about anything, feel free to contact me. My email is on my SoundCloud, but if you guys don't know it, just email yeeflexes18@gmail.com. And I love talking to artists. I love hearing other people's stuff. You guys can like send me tracks. You can send me crap you're working on. You can send me like other music that you think is cool. I mean, I'm always down to listen to new music. I listen to music for like 8 hours a day or more. But yeah. So yeah, email me if you have any questions about the song, about mixing. I'm still not the best at mixing, but still learning, getting better. Mastering, still not good at mastering, but still learning. Get the essential idea. But yeah, yeah, I think that's everything, guys. So have a nice day, you Yeeflexers, and check out this song on my SoundCloud or Mazong SoundCloud. Download it and check out um, the song on the promotion channels like Argo Fox and X Kita Music and Experience Music. Like, really support them because I didn't have to ask them for promotion, and that's awesome. So, I mean, I normally do, but yeah. So please support them. All right, guys. See ya.